council members are in attendance and would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I want to make a motion to approve the consent agenda with the exception of item D. I want to separate that.
Second.
All right, the motion is to approve the consent agenda with the exception of item 3D. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign.
And I want to make a motion to approve 3D subject to the receiving of the lien waivers that, from the contractor.
Second.
Is there discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Tonight we have 3 public hearings. If you'd like to address the council in regards to any of these, please step forward to the microphone, give your name and address for the record. Now is the time and place for a public hearing on the matter of ordinance 6392, which is an ordinance to amend section 15.33.160, parentheses 04, residential district signs, administrative professional district by adding section 15.33.160, parentheses 4, parentheses E, stating that any property or combination of contiguous properties owned by the same person or entity that are zoned AP district and contain a minimum of 1 1/2 acres of total land area shall be allowed to adopt a site-specific sign plan that is subject to the review of the City Planning Commission and approval of the City Council. Is proof of publication on file.
Yes, it is.
Have any written protests been received?
None received.
Does anyone from the audience wish to address the council in regards to this matter? Seeing none, is there a motion from the council?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Is there discussion?
You know, I probably should have said something at study session, but I did want to say how much I appreciate the extra information they put in there for us now, so we can see which properties within the city this would apply to. That's really helpful, and Mayor, if you could pass that on to the dry meeting, it's real helpful to us.
I'd like to thank Vince for coming. Vince here from Jenny Emmons, and I called him and let him know we didn't really have any discussion. He didn't plan on, or he didn't have to be here, but he said, look, I worked with city staff on this, and this is pertaining to Jenny Edmondson, so he said he's gonna be here for sure, so I appreciate you coming, Vince.
Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign.
Motion to waive third.
Second.
Is there discussion on the motion to waive? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Now it's time and place for public hearing for the matter of resolution 19-139 through 19-144. These are resolutions of intent to dispose of city properties formerly addressed as 401, 409, 431, 435, 437, and 441 Park Avenue. Their location is south of Pomona Avenue on the east side of Park Avenue. It's proof of publication on file.
Yes, it
Have
is.
any written protests been received?
None received.
Anyone from the audience wish to address the council in regards to this matter? Seeing none, is there a motion from the council?
I move to postpone to the meeting on July 22, 2019, 7 p.m.
Second.
Is there discussion?
I just want to say that Mr. Yoder, the proposed developer, graciously agreed, even though he is not required to under our current city law, he graciously agreed to meet with the affected neighborhood, the neighborhood association, Fairmont Park. I came along mostly to listen and did a little bit of facilitating, but mostly I listened, and I thought it was a great discussion between the two groups of balancing the interests between a proposed development, which the neighborhood very much wants to see, and the neighborhood, who much of which is a historic district on the National Register of Historic Places, and rightly wants to try to do everything it can to keep that designation. And the short answer is, as a result of that conversation, Mr. Yoder indicated that he would submit some updated conceptual plans that would make the project as fantastic as it is, look less uniform, or sometimes people call cookie cutter. And no slight to him, there are a lot of wonderful projects done that way, just generally not in the 19th century that neighborhood's from. So we're still awaiting those updated conceptual drawings. I'd like them to be a part of the approval. concepts. And I believe based on this afternoon's discussion and study session, my colleagues have, it appears to me, have graciously accepted my request that we continue this for 2 more weeks to allow time for that to be a part of the process. And I'd like to commend both Mr. Yoder and Farmer Park neighborhood for working together to find a good solution for everybody. And I'm completely convinced that we will and that this will move forward, which it's a model to follow in all other neighborhoods. It's about not saying no, but working with the developer so that you can both achieve something you like for your neighborhood.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Now is time and place for a public hearing in regards to Resolution 19-168, a resolution approving the plans and specifications of the East Manawa Sewer Rehab Phase 8 project, which is a Public Works Project 20-09, is proof of publication on file.
Yes, it is.
Have any written protests been received?
None received.
Anyone from the audience wishing to address the council in regards to this matter? Seeing none, is there a motion from the council?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Is there discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Madam Clerk?
Ordinance 6390, ordinance to amend chapter 1.32, purchasing of the municipal code.
Motion to approve. Do you have some changes?
I believe I have changes to the resolution portion of it. City Attorney, help me out. Does that affect the ordinance?
No. This one, right, I thought it was the other, sorry.
Second.
Have a motion, a second. Any discussion on ordinance 6390? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Motion to waive third?
Second.
That's good. Any discussion on the motion to waive? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign.
Resolution 19-147, resolution to amend the city's purchasing policy.
I move to approve with the following amendment, found on page 161 of the packet as numbered, more specifically the first page of the draft policy, the 3rd paragraph from the bottom, the paragraph that starts, an individual may not make any purchases, and to add the following language as a new last sentence right after the previous sentence that ends with the 2 words, functional convenience, period. Quote, spending authority must be contemporaneously recorded and those records maintained according to the applicable retention policy, period, end quote.
Second.
All right. We have an amended resolution 19-147. Any discussion in regards to that?
I just want to thank the city staff. I had raised some suggestions to tighten up some of the language. Overall, I think it's a fantastic update to the policy. I think it's good to have policies so people know what the rules are. Everything can be adequately documented to prove everything's on the up and up as it is. And so this just adds some additional language about documenting decisions that are made at the time they're made, so that later, if there are any questions about it, there's proof as to what had happened, so that there's no question whatsoever that it was done appropriately. And again, I thank the city staff for working with me on that suggested language.
Further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Resolution 19-148, resolution to amend the city's purchasing a card policy.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Is there discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign.
Resolution 19-169, a resolution temporarily vacating portions of West Broadway in connection with 2 special event applications.
Motion to approve with the date changed to July 21st, 2019.
Second.
Discussion.
Just in regards to Rag since that was partly for that, they are still in need of a lot of volunteers, so if you're available on the 21st, you can go online and sign up to help volunteer with Rag to show our community off. So I know they're still short several volunteers, some fun, different options of volunteering, all different ways you can volunteer, so just something to consider.
Help out.
As of noon today, we were short 65 people, so we sure could need some help, and it's a fun event, and whatever amount of amount of time you have to volunteer would be greatly appreciated.
Is there certain hours or is it on the website?
It's pretty much all day Saturday, and there's some cleanup on Sunday morning, so it depends on what committee you're on, parking, recycling, information, just whatever your interests lie. Like I said,
It's
that's
just an hour.
yeah, I said, are they 4-hour shifts? They said whatever you can give, so. All right, we have a motion and a second. 6C, any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Applications for permits and cancellations, 7A liquor licenses, B cigarette permits, and C rag bright doll distributing fireworks.
D, noise ordinance?
I was gonna do that one separate, but if you wanna include, we can.
Motion to approve 7A, B, C, and D.
Second.
Is there a discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Any citizens requesting to be heard?